Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 8th episode of Beast Tamer. And last episode we pretty much wrapped up our fairy acquisition arc. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. We got the easy to get fairy, and then we got the you had to fight for it fairy, and now we got our fairy collection assembled, brought into the harem fold, and now we pretty much just have one harem member left to get, which is our Kitsune Fox Girl kind of character. And I look forward to getting her. I don't know if that will happen this episode or the next, but whenever it happens, I will enjoy it. So yeah, let's just jump into episode 8 and see what the gang is up to. 3, 2, 1, play. I heard a voice. Yeah, it's Tanya's voice. I mean, it's definitely Tanya's body. Wow, of course they hold hands while they sleep. Sounds about right. I'm actually surprised their heads aren't touching. Also, yeah, watch out for that tail. And yeah, things are getting a little bit filled, a little bit cramped. I don't know, nobody should complain, but I'm just pointing it out. And like I said, we still have to find room for one more, so better figure things out. Of course, if you don't have room for all of them, I will gladly take one or two. Some people will be pushing it, but I can take at least two. It is nice that the show has continued to maintain a solid, 7 on my anime list, 7 out of 10. Because when I scroll down, I see, not recommended and mixed feelings type of reviews, but it seems like overall people are enjoying the show well enough, which is good to see. I mean, because there's going to be people out there that would rate this show 1 out of 10. But it is a decent show for what it is. I'm enjoying my time with it. Let's make weapons. She gave herself like a big old axe. Meanwhile, she's talking about the important stuff. Behoove. That's good. Definitely an expensive harem to feed for sure. Oh. Yeah, of course she would make a mess of herself, so sister has to take care of it. Well, yeah, it's a human town. A flower on each arm. Yeah, just like maybe 82%. The fidgetiness makes her like cuter somehow. Hello to you guys, I guess. Correct. Yeah, okay, they are the same people. Guy got smacked. Yeah, see, there's some friendly humans around, yeah. Just say carries 3 times more, roughly. But they're adorable, that's the important thing. You guys have that going for you too, so don't worry about it. They're only slightly shorter than you are. Yes. No need to lie. Flower spirits. The vast depths of my sorcery. Please show me your vast depths. I would love to explore them. Yeah, maybe we should stop. We want to keep a low profile. You want to announce to the whole world that we're fairies? It definitely looks like the best. So what are we gonna get? Naturally, a dwarf runs the place. Maybe from where they come from. That's just how dwarves are. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Not sure he appreciated your racist comment. A whip. Nice choice. Well, it's one way to learn. It's a good point, actually. Never let him wear that outfit. Oh, I can think of all sorts of ways to use it. I should cover their chest. I would love to know. I'm so glad these two joined the party. Oh, there we go. Wow, she got her now. Got her mounted and everything. But yeah, fairy sisters, we needed that in our group for sure. Ooh, shiny. Is it cursed? So I've heard. He's that kind of guy, okay. Do you take anything besides money? It's probably a mediocre or crappy sword, honestly. I kind of got that impression. Probably break it after a day. So, something's on his mind, though. I'm curious what that is. I'm sure it's not. Yeah, basically it's something just to give to rich idiots that don't know what they're looking for. So just give the good stuff in the back. Or is he a crappy blacksmith? I don't know. I mean, yeah, look at his party. Yeah, yeah. You gotta show us the good stuff. Ooh, the non-half-assed ones. That does look very expensive, very high quality. They look like real RPG weapons, you know. Yeah, they can't be bothered to learn what's good and what's not, and know what they're really looking for. It's kind of the RPG way of things. You get a sword that's 1% better, the other one goes in the trash. You sell your children, it's horrible. But I get what he's saying. If you work hard on something, you want it to be treated well. I guess they're gonna get along. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Just a protagonist power. At least this one is. Yeah, specifically Rain. Most Beast Tamers are not as awesome as he is. Yeah, this is the kind of guy you give your daughter to. They really are quite short. Especially if they're like next to the dragon like that. We're gonna go out to... We have to go on a material gathering quest, aren't we? Oh yeah. That's... Yay, what a great thing. Yeah, but is it worth it? I feel like it's not. Unless that's literally all you value in life. Yeah, bro, the double headpad. You bet he can't do a triple headpad or a quadruple headpad because he's gonna have to start doing that. And I don't think he can do it with two arms. They're the newest additions. Don't worry about it. Bit of a confidence difference between these two. You know, acquaintance, lowly slave, you know, just whatever you want to call them. Okay. Please watch how you phrase things. I'm pretty sure I mined that in World of Warcraft back in the day. Superlative? That's cool. Did the mithril dry up? That's pretty cute. Hey, somebody stole my mithril. I don't know what could happen unless there's something eating it. Yeah. Yeah, nobody's gonna be surprised by what he decides to do here. Yeah, her too. There you go. Nanjato. If there's a bad guy out there, we'll take care of him too. I hope this anime gets like a JRPG spin-off. Because I kind of want to play this game even though it's not a game. If that makes any sense at all. Just sealing it with a handshake. All of it. Yeah. That's a response I expected. He just wants a good weapon. Quite the zoom in there. Yeah, that's definitely what he wanted to hear. Somebody that values a good weapon over just shiny gold. Yeah, he's just a little bit, you know, bitter and jaded. Not a bad person at all. Oh, how much time do we have left? Oh yeah, we have enough time for an adventure. Where's the fairies? I didn't see them. As always. Okay, there they are. I guess they haven't been doing much, you know, cardio before meeting Rain. That hikikomori lifestyle, you know. Oh god, they really melted. Yeah. So, I mean, we can carry them. They couldn't possibly be very heavy. So, you two just carry them. Oh, a nice lake. I bet. Definitely a great place for a picnic. It's a fantastic idea. Do we have swimsuits? It's okay if you don't. You can just take the clothes off. Nobody will complain. Here we go. Kind of wasting no time. Because she's a cat girl, that's kind of their nature. Go scouts! Scout the swimming girls for me. Now there's the clothes, so yeah, definitely no swimsuits. Although we do have beams of light, which ruins it a little bit, but oh wow, still pretty good. You know, unless you get that level of steam where you can't see anything. Yeah, I mean, no need to go. Wow, she grabbed it herself. Everyone has a different body type. Everyone has a different demographic they appeal to. Don't worry about it. I don't think they will actually. Yeah. I mean, Tanya, you can share a little bit of yours. You don't need that much. Oh. Rune always a troublemaker. Something gonna grab that tail? Yeah, something definitely did. Yeah, and I was gonna go rush to her aid. It's probably not as big of a deal as he's making it seem. Yeah, just a little mean fish. No big deal. But you get to see something much more to the point. Scared the birds. I mean, you don't need to feel bad. If you hear a scream, you gotta at least check and see what's going on, you know? Oh no. Oh, look at that face. Yeah. That's the most important thing for them. Yeah, they're definitely understanding. Like, they're not the bad kind of harem, you know, that hits you over nothing. Maybe next time. We found the mine, yeah. Yeah. Something's taking it. Is it a scouting bird? Maybe another beast tamer? Those are definitely thieves. They look like thieves through and through. Even their speaking style. And of course, the fact that they're there at all, you know. What an excuse. I'm sure they will hold up in court. Yeah, if you can do that, that'd be helpful, yeah. We got this. There's a mithril, and they're definitely mining it. Yeah, they want some of that double head pad action. The nada. You gotta try it at least once. It's a fair trade after, getting to see them naked. Look at those eyes. The power of a head pat. But always people are gonna be left out because he doesn't have 4 hands. The bird. Beast tamer. There's also one among us, but we already knew that. I like how they made it sound so dramatic, even though Beast Tamer's not that big of a deal unless you're a special Beast Tamer like Rain. So we did not get the Kitsune this episode. Probably not either. Probably not next episode either, if we're continuing with our mind thing. Because I don't think there's a little, Kitsune just giving the orders, being the boss of all these minor thefts, these thieving miners. Minor thieves. I don't know how you want to describe that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when they were in the bed, there was no head touching. I'm so disappointed. Beast Tamer versus Beast Tamer. So much katakana in that title. But yeah, that was the 8th episode of Beast Tamer. And a solid episode, for sure. We are definitely starting on a new sort of thing here with getting some cool weapons. And he's also having to adjust to having a bigger party because essentially, not including himself, his party essentially doubled in size, right? We have one of the first things we got was him waking up. Somebody, I think it was Tanya, threw a blanket on him, right? And then he looks over. We see, there's like 2 big beds put together, I guess it is. Meanwhile, he sleeps on the floor, like just the worst thing you could do. But yeah, we have Kanade, kind of like a diagonal position. We have the 2 fairies in the middle holding hands, and we have then Tanya, the closest to him, and she just looks like she's sleeping pretty soundly. But yeah, that's pretty much our current sleeping arrangement. Just, I don't understand what kind of crazy person wouldn't sleep together with them. It's just such a waste, but it's his decision at the end of the day. You know, he's the one that has to suffer the consequences of that decision. So, I won't say any more on the matter, but yeah, like I said, we do have those two as part of the party now, and we definitely are kind of feeling their presence, right? They're a fun duo for sure. Obviously, they have a nice contrast with each other. One being more brazen, more outgoing, more, you know, and the other one being a bit more reserved, subtle. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure if the words I'm using are the best words to describe them, but they're very different in that sense. But they both, what they do have in common is that they're a little bit apprehensive about being out in this world in these like big old human settlements, because they generally avoided humans before, right? So a little bit worried about that, but they kind of see Tanya and Kanade and how well they've integrated, and I think he did a lot to kind of help their concerns a little bit. But also we have one of them trying to show off for one of the children, which we put a stop to that pretty quickly. But yeah, also when we got to the weapons shop, I do love how they just kind of, you know, tease each other. You know, we had Runa with the whip and all that. We get Sora eventually, like, you know, tackling her, mounting her, and hitting her. Just, that was a fun little bit there. Probably one of my favorite little scenes in the episode. But this is supposedly like the best blacksmith, you know, weapon selling place, but it has a little bit of a secret. The seller, the dwarf himself, he really mostly sells mediocre stuff because it's good enough for the people that generally come there, and they're not really worthy to have his good stuff. But now he has Rain show up, who is worthy because he can tell a crappy sword from a good sword. So all he has to do is go deal with the Mithril Mine problem, and he'll get himself a nice sword. I think that's kind of the agreement we ended up with. So that's kind of our current quest. And then we went to go do it. Like, not really much more to say about the episode than that, aside from the bathing scene, right? Which, you know, I was glad that they didn't have any kind of convenient swimsuits, that it was a more realistic thing where they just had to take off their clothes and go swimming. I did appreciate that. As always, Rain being freaking Rain, he's not joining them like he should be, but I said I wouldn't talk about that anymore, so I'll let it go. As far as like what we actually got to see, they did have the beams of light kind of, you know, covering the important bits, but we still get to see a pretty decent amount, all things considered. At least on Tanya and Kanade. Not so much on the fairy duo, which was a little bit disappointing. Like, I know they have less to really show, but they, like, really went overboard with the level of... I guess it's light, not steam. It looks like steam fog, but I guess it's supposed to be just light. I don't know. It's neither really makes sense. But they were right, though. I mean, Tanya, Kanade are both very stacked, very... Tanya especially is very, like, a very mature body style. Kanade not too far behind in that respect. Whereas they're both much more, you know, short, petite. There was definitely a little bit of, what's it called, A-cup angst there. But I can't really say they look good because we didn't really see enough to even really gauge how well they looked, really. Like, I just can't believe just how much they covered up. Like, we couldn't even see, like, arms or anything. That was definitely the biggest disappointment, just the level of censorship on the fairies themselves. But that's really my only complaint about the episode. And at least Rain got to see something, despite his, you know, avoidance of them. But one thing I definitely did appreciate is the fact that there was no retaliation. Like, everyone there knew he was not there to peep or anything like that. He hears a scream, he goes there to see what's up, and that's all it was. Everyone knows that's all it is because they know him, you know, on a more than basic level, right? So they would know that. So they acted accordingly. It's such a simple thing, but like so many shows just don't do that. They'll have a scene like that, and even though the person should know the protagonist well enough to know they wouldn't, you know, try to sneak a peep, they hit him anyway. Like, it always bugs me, so I really, really appreciate the show did not do that. So that alone gives the show a point in my book. But we did get to the mine. We did confirm that there is some thievery afoot, and we begun our journey to deal with it. So next episode we will really get into the meat of that. Hopefully get a cool sword, and we'll go from there eventually to our Kitsune. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.